Now we can begin. So tonight I'm going to make something that I've never made before. Here we go again. So what I have here is some beef top blade boneless chuck tender, I don't know. It's Canadian Angus beef and it's cut from AA or higher. So we're going to start with something good anyway. My plan is to attempt to turn this into steak sandwiches. I've never done this before, but they are delicious and I want to give it a try. So let's see what we come up with. So the first thing I'm going to do is take them out and slice these up thinly. I'll take off all the extra fats that you can see in here, and I'll land them back in the tray and into the garbage, and then I'll put these in the fry pan after is my plan. So let's cut these up into nice thin strips. Now, one other thing that I've done to hopefully make this task easier is, although I had these thawed, I don't know, if it doesn't work, it is a plan, just telling you now. Although I had these thawed, I did put them back into the freezer so that supposedly they could cut a little easier. I think if I could find the way to cut along the grain, and probably if I had a sharper knife. Okay, I'm not going to put you through all of this. I do have a sharper knife now. It's just I'm doing this on a plate, so the lip is getting in the way of everything. These are not as semi-frozen as I would like them to be. However, they're coming off now, and not too bad, not too thick. The thinner the better if you possibly can. Kind of wish I had a different knife, but I don't. As I'm cutting this, I'm reminded of a joke that I saw. It's kind of a little one-liner thing. It said, red meat is not bad for you. Blue-green meat, on the other hand. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. Yeah, this would have been so much easier with a better knife and if it were partly frozen. Now, normally what you're supposed to use is a Spanish onion, a sweet onion, that kind of onion, right? It's steak and caramelized onions. I don't have regular onion. What I do have are some little green onions, that I've already cut and are very anxious apparently to get into my fry pan. Normally what you do is you cook the onions first. These guys are going to fry up a whole lot more quickly than regular onions would. So I'm actually going to fry the meat first and then I'll do the little onions. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my fry pan, get it starting to warm up there. And I'm going to add in roughly a tablespoon of oil. I've got canola oil here because that's what we've got. You can use vegetable oil. You can use olive oil. That's probably the healthier manner, but that's what I've got. So that's what I'm going to use. Oh, look at that. I think somebody put something in the burner. Yay! Oh, this just gets better and better, guys. Nothing like real, true home cooking. As long as I don't set up the smoke alarms, I'll be fine. So with the oil all spread across the bottom of my pan, we're going to put in my pieces of steak. I'm going to spread them out with my spatula so that my knife doesn't hurt my fry pan, and we'll let them cook for a little bit. So you don't want the pieces on top of each other if you can possibly manage it. The good news is I don't have a ton of meat in here. I'm working on just fixing 2 sandwiches. This is me admitting to you that I cut 2 out of the 4 steaks because it was frustrating, and I'm only making 2 sandwiches, I think, and the rest of it I will just cook up afterward. So this is going to take a little bit, but we're going to let them cook until I'm certain that they're cooked through on the one side and halfway through, and then we'll flip them over. Okay, so this is working really well. I have now, you can't see it, but I've got on, no, you really can't see it. Hang on here. I have oven mitts on. Because the hot oil is spinning around. I have also, which you can't see, moved my tea out of the way because I don't need the hot oil landing in my tea. That would just be gross. I'll make certain I get all these pieces flipped over. We want them cooked through. Now that they're flipped over, almost, get over there. Thank you very much. Now you could add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I think I'm going to turn this down some. Is that sizzling quite well? There we go. I'm actually going to add a little steak spice. We have this, hopefully you can see that, from Clubhouse, and it's called Montreal steak spice. It is good stuff. Salt and spices and herbs and dehydrated garlic, so that's all right. And some more onion and paprika and lots of yummy stuff. So I'm just going to very carefully shake in a little bit because the flavor of that is really nice. So hopefully you can see the spices. Oh my golly, guys, if this was smell-o-vision, you'd be really happy right now. Okay, so as that's finishing, what I'm going to do is actually put everybody to the outside, like that. They're still cooking. Especially this one over here. I've noticed that he's not doing what he should. Come here. Come on. Flip. 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 Yay! I win. I want you cooked through. As they are doing their thing, I'm going to put my onions in. As I said, normally you would use regular onions. I don't have any, but I got my, oh boy, that smells good. Oh, sorry, my little green onions. So I'm going to put those here in the middle, just like that. That ought to be good. So that as the meat finishes cooking, the onions will be ready at the same time. Wow, if I thought that smelled good before, that's nothing compared to this now. Oh my goodness. That smells amazing. So the other thing I'm going to do is I've got these big, beautiful sausage buns. I hope you can see those. These are 2 buns here. And I'm going to toast these in my oven very quickly. And the reason why I'm going to toast them is so that they don't get soggy from the meat and everything. So I'm just going to toast them a little bit. They're going to be lightly toasted. While the buns are doing their thing, I'm just going to make certain that these are all well cooked through, which they are, and all mixed kind of in together, which they are. I think I have a jar of hot peppers in the fridge, or banana pepper rings. I'll take a look, and if I do, those are probably going to land on my sandwich as well. So I will show you all that when it's happy and done, and hopefully on lightly toasted buns. I need to keep an eye on that. Okay, so the awesome news is that they came out lightly toasted. I'm gonna add a little bit of ranch onto here. Some people use mayonnaise. I can't. Well, I can, but my James can't. And he's going to be, I think, joining me for supper. Just spread that around. Can add a little more after if I want to, but I just want to kind of make certain it's on there. Here we are. Oh golly, this smells amazing. And it was really easy to do. I know you might not believe me from what you saw, but again, if I had had a proper knife and if I had the meat just slightly frozen so that it was a little, what do you want to say, stiffer? Anyway, it may have made it a little bit easier to cut. That was the only trouble I had. And I just have to. I'm gonna try this little piece right here. Like, because that's just looking so delicious. Oh yeah. Oh, that is so good. I also have a bottle of pickled hot banana pepper rings. And it's funny because I don't like a ton of spices, but I do like these. But there we go. So that's pretty simple. And that looking some good. So there we are, guys. Really, really, really simple steak sandwiches. Oh yeah. That's so good. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you try this recipe out and you enjoy it, then maybe hit the share button and share it with somebody else who could use a really simple dinner idea. We have a lot of fun around here on this channel, and so if you enjoy encouraging Christian music videos and just good, wholesome fun, then maybe consider hitting that subscribe button, and we'll catch you the next time. In the meantime, enjoy!